What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So let's talk about Shiba Inu in this video because with the burning that's going on, there's a discussion on whether we could burn off this entire supply with the billions that we are seeing if we saw that every single day. So let's have that discussion, right? And it kind of pains me to talk about this team in any type of positive light because I feel like they haven't really given us anything to really talk positively about. And then every time we find a way to go back to what they're doing, and they always end up disappointing us in the end. And who's really to say that they're not going to disappoint us in the future? And we could say, oh, they're going to burn so much more and they get us interested in this again. And then they decide to disappoint us again. You know what I mean? Like, at what point do you trust and build that trust back through Satoshi and through all of these other people that are a part of it, right? That's the tricky situation that we deal with. The one that I deal with, the one that you deal with, the Shiba Inu community that does deal with it. Because while we understand Shiba Inu is super popular, very, very popular, has 1.3 million holders, might even have more than this now. I haven't checked in a while, but has 1.3 million holders. And we know that the popularity is there compared to everything else that they've created, and they're looking to draw in a lot of attention from Shiba Inu. So it's always that question, like, will they screw us over, for lack of a better term? So let's talk about how much they will burn and how much they could burn, all the different information that we do have. I do want to give a shout out to Claybro. If you guys want to go and follow him, feel free to follow him. I think he's at like 115,000 subscribers, so he's doing a really, really good job on YouTube. But definitely go and follow his Twitter account where he updates a lot of people on the burns when it comes to Shibarium and holds them accountable when it comes to Shibarium. So that's definitely something you want to go ahead and check out his channel and his Twitter account as well. But guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are in the description. Don't forget about my Rumble account, which will be in the description as well. Now, the Shiba Inu community, or the Shiba Inu ecosystem dev team, right, started to focus, or now is focusing on burns. And you could see that here where they're focusing on burns. I went through the entire thing yesterday. If you want to check out that video, feel free to go and check that out. And here's what they did recently, where they had an 8.2 billion coin burn. That was, it's a huge burn. It went through that day, but as of today, it's back down. Let me go ahead and remove this for some reason. I don't know why Shiba burn didn't work. But as of today, it's down 98%, back down to 100 million, which 100 million is not a bad amount, but compared to how much you have in total supply, it kind of is, right? But then you look at the amount that was there, it was 8 billion, and now it's down to 100 million. So it's something that we're like, is this going to be kind of an everyday thing? Are we going to be able to burn down every day? Well, apparently, based on a tweet from Claybro, he talks about how it's up to $125,000, or adding another $50,000 there. And he doesn't really know when they're going to just hit the burn button and click burn, because once they burn it, that's another 50,000 that ends up going off, and burns off. So you'll see so much more that does burn off every single day, meaning that we could potentially burn $75,000 a day, or burning, let's say, 8 billion or 10 billion that is in a day, right? Now, if we did have 10 billion, or sorry, 8 billion that we burned off in a day, how much could we essentially burn off in total? Well, we could essentially burn off, again, 8 billion a day times 30. You would be looking at 360 billion that you can burn off per month. Now, is that enough? If you're multiplying that by 10 months, you're looking at, 360 billion, you're taking out 3.6, by 10 months, 3.6 trillion that you can take out there, which is honestly great to see that, but that's still not even 1%, right? So ultimately, it would make an impact. It would make a huge impact, as that would happen consistently every single day, burning off 360 billion every single month, getting to the end of the year and burning off, 3 or 4 trillion coins would be absolutely huge, absolutely massive. But it's still not to the level that we all want. It's something that would be great, but it wouldn't burn off 99% of the supply just having that. So you would need a ton more transactions and a ton more things to happen in order to see that burn off. Now, we could essentially see a lot more depending on the volume that goes through Shibarium. Now, I don't know exactly what would be the purpose for you and anybody else to really make that move and, transact with Shibarium unless you were a business or you were looking to build on or with Shibarium. That's the only way that you can really, see that there. But currently, if we look at the price is at a level of 0.00009344. It's at a $5.5 billion market cap with $409 million worth of volume. Now, I don't believe they have the Shibarium platform on here as any type of pairing in any way. I'm pretty sure they don't, but I'm not 100% sure if they do. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But you have 277 different pairings that you have for Shiba Inu. And we would like to see burning with majority of that, but majority of the volume that goes through here, the $409 million, goes through exchanges. And we need to see, if you really wanted to see a massive burn have a large impact, you would see it all or majority of it go through Shibarium. So ultimately, just looking at this, yes, we could see a massive burn from this. Seeing it burn 3 trillion per year would amount to 30 trillion in a matter of 10 years. And in 100 years, it would be 300 trillion. We still would have 200 trillion left after we all are long gone, right? I feel like we need more of an aggressive burn that's there, but this is just the beginning if it can stay consistent. So my question to you is, how much do you trust this team to stay consistent and hit that burn button? It seems like Claybro has to put a lot of pressure on them to even press the burn button. They get to 25,000, that should have been the burn, right? They get to 50,000, they click that burn button, and now it burns even more, right? It burns more this day, it burns more the next day, and they should be burning as they see that hit the certain threshold, whatever that threshold is. But again, it all depends on what you guys think will happen here. Do you believe that they'll stay consistent? Do you believe that they'll burn? Because we could see trillions that burn off every year, which honestly, no matter if we don't see more, it still will have an impact overall. But if we do see more, I mean, that'll be pretty massive for the Shiba Inu community. So I don't want to congratulate them yet. I want to see consistently going through a month and going through, more months. And then we'll probably have more support for Bone and more support for everything else, which means that you have more transactions that are happening, which means you have more burns. And it's just like a kind of circle of life situation and a snowball effect of burns. And hopefully we can create a lot more burns in the end. But again, I don't know if I 100% trust it. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Again, thank you to Claybro for putting out those tweets. Seems like he's really on top of stuff. Also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon. Those links are in the description. Don't forget about my Rumble account if you guys want to follow that. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.